Alright, welcome back. Today we're going to look at some PS1 games again. We're going to focus on kart racers. Are we going to be looking at Crash Bandicoot? Nope. I'm just going to go... I got an IDOS interactive game here. Crystal Dynamics, released in 2000. It's at the tail end of the PlayStation 1's lifetime. PS2 is being released around this time. Dreamcast was already out. Hype was building for the Xbox. I can get my box set back up so I can record this stuff off the actual PlayStation.
Welcome to Walt Disney World.
So you do have a versus mode. Options, there's not much there. So what do we have under versus? What can you do as far as multiplayer goes? Who can you pick? Got Chip, got Baron Carlot, Holly Roger, Oliver Chickley III, Otto Plugnut, Mo Whiplash, Bruno Biggs, some unlockable characters, Dale, Tiard Damage, Amanda Sparkle. Go with the duck. But we don't have a second controller set up yet, and it's a split screen version. So let's reset. We'll go ahead and just show off the racing itself. We've already seen the screens for people interested in that. Loading screen.
Welcome to Walt Disney World. Well, hello there. Cricket's the name. Jiminy Cricket. And today I have a tale for you that's sure to make you smile. Well, at least I hope it does. It's all here in my storybook. It started this morning when our friends Chip and Dale were out exploring Walt Disney World and, well, they let their curiosity get the better of them. You see, through a small door in the side of the castle, they discovered a path that leads to one of the hidden treasures of the park, the Walt Disney World Magic Machine. I've never seen such a wondrous creation. And you know, it's used every night to shoot off the most beautiful fireworks. Well, those curious chipmunks got a little too close to that machine and accidentally dropped some of their acorns into it. And the machine didn't like that one bit. It huffed and it puffed and it tried to get itself unstuck. But it was no use. Those acorns gummed up the Gearsotronics and Springo pneumatics so badly that it just stopped working altogether. All our furry little friends could do was run for cover. The machine smoked and it sparked and it blew itself apart, sending pieces flying all over Walt Disney World. So now it's up to you to make sure the fireworks blast off tonight. You've got to help Chip and Dale find the pieces of the machine and put them back together in time for the show. Everyone visiting the park is depending on you. So good luck.
So let's see how well this plays as a Racing game.
This is where you'll...
Big Thunder Mountain. So it's your standard kart racing game. But did they mess this one up? When to back up, you have to do reverse. You gotta press down, but you don't have to press anything. And there's the trigger. Not the worst track I've ever played. I just went through the pillar. Not the best hit detection I'm seeing. Yeah, and I'm probably going to lose this race. I'm not out of it yet. I still catch up. I don't know if I'll catch up enough to get points, but... Sixth place again. It didn't take long at all to fall this far behind. I got the third lap. Second place. I might just come back and win this. Shouldn't have. Oh no. That's what the frog does. Not a bad little. Some overpowered. Definitely some overpowered things in this game. Draw distance isn't. Let's try another track before it. Try another track before you judge us too harshly. There, we can do this track now. Some good use of jumps. Trolls aren't the worst for a kart racer like this. Is there enough here if you're not a fan of the IP and kart racing in general to actually buy this game, though? Probably not. It's definitely not the worst kart racing game, though. It does get much, much worse out there. Trolls are fairly responsive. I'm just not all that great at this game.
Not quite first place. Give it another try, why don't you?
And you get little things like that. It's definitely no Sled Storm, definitely no Crash Team Racing. But it's a kart racer, and you can do worse. Very much a middle of the road type of game. Go ahead and add it to our spreadsheet. It's not the cheapest game out there, nor is it the most expensive. Yeah, it's Walt Disney World Quest Magical Racing Tour. You can do worse than this when it comes to kart racers. is the short description. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. What else do we got? We'll pick one more before we call it a day. So what do we got here? Chocobo Racing. So what do we know about Chocobo Racing? Well, it does use the Final Fantasy IP. Released in August of '99 for the PlayStation. Developed by Square. Let's see if I can get a good image on here. There we go. There we got the cover. Squaresoft. But is the game any good? That's what matters. Let's take a look at it. With that kind of intro, Chocobos Dungeon 2 preview. I don't know if this game ever got released. We'll watch the demo since it's on here. I'll go ahead and turn up the volume as well so you guys can hear it.
There's a storm coming. An epic struggle of good versus evil. A battle that will test the strength and courage of an entire village. One hero must stand tall. Chocobo. Chocobo has appeared in over half a dozen games, always finding incredible adventures. This time, the adventure finds Chocobo. While searching for treasure with Mog, Chocobo encounters the beautiful and mysterious Shirama, who is from another time and place. She carries with her a secret she doesn't understand, a secret that can only be revealed by surviving the numerous dungeons. With the help of Sid, Chocobo's newfound friend, they battle menacing monsters and discover dangerous dungeons while exploring the depths of adventure. Enter a fantastic world filled with magical cards, mystical books, sorcerer's spells, and powerful potions, all just waiting to be discovered. To reveal the true story behind the dungeons, you will need skill, persistence, and ingenuity, but most importantly, the help of your friends. The stakes are high, the battles fierce, the freedom of the village hangs in the balance. And sometimes, the sacrifice of one special friend can be the greatest treasure of all. Chocobos Dungeon 2, a magical masterpiece only from Squaresoft.
Yeah, so let's see how the game is. Well, there is some previously saved data, why not? Maybe there's not. Yeah, the versus mode. It has up to 2-player support. Yeah, 2-player. We'll pick the goblin. You can pick different abilities. Let's random select. This one uses a different button for accelerate than the last one. I'm off to a bad start as Goblin. What the hell? How do I drop these things? Oh, there we go. I am really not doing good on this one. The kart movement definitely feels more like a game you'd expect on an earlier system than on here. On the PlayStation. Not off to a good start here. Definitely has maps that make better use of the power slide mechanic. But yeah, that draw distance definitely hasn't aged the best. Nor has the camera. Not a shock. I'm doing quite awful in this. I remember this game being better than it seems as I play it. Interesting thing about going back and visiting some of these games is time passes. Something at one time might have seemed perfectly serviceable, with the passages of some time, all of a sudden is no longer so. I do like the track design. I like the aesthetics of the track, at least. Oh great, come on, come on. Give this one more race. A lot of pop-in that's quite awful looking. And really, with all these different abilities going off, it just ruins the flow of the race. So yeah, Chocobo Racing. I get a little bit more in the Disney racing game, but still not terrible. It's very middle of the road as well. And with all the different abilities that interrupt the flow of the race, I don't know. Personally, I'd rather play the Disney game because it doesn't have all the abilities interfering with the race. But I'm sure once I learned all the abilities and played it in multiplayer, which I've played it before, it's if you're going for a full set of PlayStation games, obviously, or you're just trying to collect all the kart racers, sure, pick it up. Not one I recommend though, but you can still do worse than Chocobo Racing. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.